Okay, we're done. This is movement up and down, left and right. Good day, my fellow hackers. Today I'm gonna be using Cheat Engine on Super Sus. Yes, finally. And first of all, go into settings, graphics, turn off the full screen, lower the resolution. And now, turn on the Cheat Engine. Press yes. And now connect it to the game. Okay, so go into casual. You have to have at least 80 trophies. Go into casual, practice, and free play. And now I'm gonna select the first map. Okay, so you're in the game, and now what you need for this is already to have this script, this Go script. The video is in the top here. That video, I create the script of a ghost. So whilst using Magician, I can turn into a ghost and be a ghost permanently. It's a bit of a useful one. So first of all, go into value type and select float. Now what floats is different from 4 bytes or 2 bytes? Well, float is the same as 4 bytes, except normally numbers are, you know, whatever. But this one, numbers are like something like 14.54, you know, it has point. It's actually what's used for coordinates, unless you're on a chessboard. So for coordinates it's always float. We're gonna look for coordinates. So first of all, unknown initial value, first scan, move to the right, and now select increased value and scan, move to the left, and now select decreased value and scan. Now I'm gonna select unchanged value, press repeat and scan. Now press the top of the game, this whiteboard, so you would not accidentally move. And now I'm gonna extra carefully press these things to just reduce the found amount. See tasks, see roles, okay. Turn off the repeat. Now I'm gonna move here. Now I'm gonna select increased value. I'm gonna increase a little bit more, increased again, a little bit more, increased, a little bit more, increased, and now I see a bunch of values that look very much the same. I'm gonna press one of them. So it's this, it's the 50, at least in this position, it's more of a this number, around this number. So I'm gonna double click this, and this value I'm actually gonna press Ctrl C to copy it, or you can just right click and copy. Okay, and now when I copied, I'm gonna press exact value, I'm gonna paste it. There we go, it's the value. Next scan, and now we filtered all the values. This button deletes everything in here, so don't press it. I'm gonna actually select, press delete, yes. Okay, so we have all the values that might be the actual coordinates. So I'm gonna select the top one and the bottom one while holding shift. I'm gonna press this arrow so to copy all the selected items to the address list. Very useful button. Now I'm gonna press the top one and something in the middle while holding shift to select half of them. Press space to activate half of them. And now I'm gonna move, and I can see that I can still move. There's the shadow glitch, but I can still move. So I'm gonna deactivate them, right click and delete. Yes, it's none of them. So I'm gonna select another half, press enter, and I can't move to the sides. So it's one of them. I'm gonna select actually those that I did not select. While holding shift, press delete and just delete them. And like this we're gonna reduce until we find the actual one. Luckily none of these numbers break the game. Some of these numbers can break the game, and then you cannot test like this. So it's actually very lucky that we can do this. and it's one of those, not this one. It's this one. Okay, so this one is chord. I'm gonna delete this one, this one, this one. Okay, now this is the coordinates. If I lock it, I can't move. Okay, now I'm gonna right click this, find out who writes to this address, or F6, and in here we have this coordinate. Now actually I'm gonna press add to the code list. It's actually useful to do this with a bunch of values so you can actually locate them. And now you can change this name until the double dots. You can change this to the name. The code is the name. So I'm gonna change it into a chord. Okay. And now that I use the older cheat table that has ghost in it, I have ghost and chord. And now if I were to right click and find out what writes to this, find out what addresses this code writes to, I'm gonna press, and you can see a bunch of values, and it shows the count of how many times it was used. I'm gonna actually reduce the size. I'm gonna press stop so it will not lag. The values will still be changing, but it shows how many times it counted. It's yeah, and this is suspiciously close looking to this one. Suspiciously similar. Well, it's because it's the exact same one. Like this you can find the values even if the game gets reset or refreshed or updated perhaps. So okay, so of course don't forget to save this and go to advanced options to access this tab. Okay, so we have this. Now I'm gonna again find out right to this address, so it's this one. I can move, it's still this one. I'm gonna stop it, and now I'm gonna select this and show this assembler. In here I'm gonna press tools, in auto assemble or control A, now template, AOB injection or shift control A. Okay, in here I'm gonna just type chord, whatever you type or whatever you do in there, you can just spam keyboard, you know. Make sure this is not green, and if it's not, we can just simply be on to blue and red. There's this code, we're gonna delete it, type NOP, and I'm gonna press file, assign to green cheat table. Very good, very nice. And I'm gonna name it into a lock. Now what is this? This is a coordinate lock. If I were to lock it, I can't move at all. So this lock is very useful. Now I'm gonna transform back into a human. And now if I, of course this one is stopped, so I'm gonna need to again activate to find out what's to this address. If I were to move, I can see a new thing, and this is the movement. So let me explain what I'm talking about. So the top one is just a check to see if you're at a wall or not. If you are, then the movement for that direction will stop. The bottom one is just a speed that only occurs to a living person. That speed later will be accelerated so that we can move to each side a lot faster. By locking the check, we can accelerate through the walls. Without locking the check, we just get a speed hack. So it's I'm gonna stop it. This bottom one is the movement. I'm gonna press show disassembler. Of course I'm not gonna press add to code list because we have this one already. So I'm gonna press show disassembler. Of course this coordinate is only for sides, but the code works for sides and up and down. It's for everything. Sides, up and down, and even Z coordinates, which is down and up, not downwards and upwards. Anyway, I'm gonna show you later what you can do with this. So okay, we have it. So in here, yeah, this is the code, right? Yeah, this is the code. Of course, now we're gonna press tools, auto assemble or control A, template, AOB injection, shift control A. Okay, in here I'm gonna press type. Actually, I'm gonna type something easy to change to a knob. Okay, it's now green. Okay, now here there's gonna be a bit more difficult, so I'm gonna press files, assign to current G table, so it would be saved right over here. Now we're gonna make a bit more of a difficult step with more typing. I'm gonna open this script. Now I'm gonna explain a bit what's happening here. It's usually just this command. It's commands. I won't go into details about commands. I'm just gonna teach you a few. So move is move. So for example, if this is 2, this command makes it so value from this, which might be 2, goes into this one, so this will become 2, exactly 2. So anyways, we're gonna make a bit of a code to create our own value, because this one is a bit difficult. I'm not really here to teach you what it means. I'm just, it's by playing with coordinates is a bit more difficult. So I'm gonna show you exactly what to do. Copy this one, the alloc. Copy this whole line, control copy, and here I'm gonna paste it. And then here I'm gonna, this is the name, I'm gonna change the name into a mob. And here this is amount, I'm gonna change it to 4 because we're creating bytes. Anyways, we're creating bytes, so I'm gonna type 4 because we're gonna use 4 bytes. I know it's a bit difficult, just listen. This one don't change, this one is yeah. Okay, alloc, which means, I don't know, creating a new stuff, a new thing. So I'm gonna create a new thing. This is its name. This is how much we're gonna give it memory. Good. I'm gonna with enter add more spaces. I'm gonna add mob, double dot, enter. I'm gonna actually add a few spaces because it's not gonna be code. It doesn't really matter, those spaces. I'm gonna press DD, which of course it's for code. Enter. I'm gonna add these things. I'm gonna press 9 again. So I added these things. Now it's only these. It's the. I don't know the names. Okay, I'm gonna add those. I'm gonna type float. I don't know if you have to add F, big F. I'll add the big F, so float. And now I'm gonna type 0.5. I know it's difficult, I know you don't understand it, but we just created a new, we request memory, I believe, and now we created what that memory means. So it means in floats this much. So if we were a new mem, which is our new code, I'm gonna add a bit of a space, and now I'm gonna enter in here move ss xmm2, which is this one. I'm gonna change this one before it changes this one. Now maybe you understand it. So I'm gonna move a value from, you need to add these type of quotes, I think it's, anyways, these type of armor. I call it armor, but this thing, this blocky thing, this blocky thing. And now in here I'm gonna type mob because it's what we selected the memory of. It's anyways. No, it's not move. Wait. No, we're not gonna move because it would make us go into those coordinates because we're changing coordinates. So it would change this value into 0.5. And we don't want that because, well, I mean, we can change it to like, if we were to lock the coordinates, we can change it into like, for example, 50. And we were to teleport there. We lock it because we can go into a vault with locked coordinates. It's very useful, very nice. If we don't lock coordinates, it keeps on checking if we are in the walls or not. So yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna actually type, not to move. I'm gonna type add. We're gonna add this number to this one. To whatever this is, we're gonna add this number, and then I'm gonna add to this one, which is exactly, this is the coordinates, and it's very, yeah, yada yada. Don't forget, go down here, copy this one, paste this one. It's dialog, it's to destroy this one, which is, you must do this, you must destroy it. Now why? Of course it works without destroying. Destroy it. Always destroy it. Why? Because if you don't, it's gonna become a memory leak and you can cause problems for yourself to be spotted that you are hacking. They can spot that you are hacking like this because you start leaking memory. You're gonna start to build up on that memory, which is not good when you flood the memory with your code that you don't destroy afterwards. This is very, very bad. So I'm gonna type mob, copy, to destroy mob when it ends, when this code ends, it's gonna destroy this value, so it would not overflood. When it overfloods, you can actually detect it a lot easier. That's how you. So yeah, don't overflood it. So destroy it. Okay, seems good. Okay, it should work. Yep. Okay, what we did, I'm gonna explain. We created a new memory. We gave that memory a value. Then we added this thing, our value, so it would move more when we actually move somewhere. So it will move more. You know, it's gonna add our value to the actual value. It's gonna move more, and we can potentially move across the walls. And of course, don't forget to destroy the memory so it will not overflood. This is the original code anyway. Okay. I hope it's explained. If it is not, just copy everything exactly as I type. Okay, I'm gonna rename this into X plus, because if you have learned anything in school which is actually useful sometimes in math, there are coordinates. There's X and there's Y. So X usually goes plus over there, minus over there X, and Y goes a Y plus there and Y minus there. Yes, I'm not mixing it up, but that's how it goes. And there's of course sometimes Z, and there's the other values, but we're playing only with 3 dimensions, so it's a lot easier. Anyway, yes, this is X. So we're gonna go into that side. I just named it. So if I were to, no, I'm not gonna activate it. Don't activate it. Especially if you open this, find out what writes to this address. Do not activate it. Close to find out what writes to this address actually. The game has some sort of check that if he detects that you injected a code while someone is looking, for example you yourself, it's gonna boot you off the game. It's actually has some sort of anti cheat. It's a very slight one, but I can overcome it. Actually, I'm gonna Control copy, Control V this one. I'm gonna name this one X minus to move into another side. Now, can you guess how should we move into another side? Very simple. Instead of add, I'm gonna type sub, which means subtract. So I'm gonna actually subtract value, and that's it. Of course, you can change this value to whatever you want. I just change it to 0.5 because it works the best. You can move through walls. Yes, it's a bit quick, but you can move through walls, and it's what I need. You can move it into, you can use it, you can type something like 2, it'll be a bit slower, and it didn't move through walls for me. 0.5 moves perfectly, okay. So yeah, it's perfect. Now I can just right click. First of all, I'm gonna right click the lock. I'm gonna set the hotkeys, we're gonna use this thing with a hotkey. So create a hotkey, and now I'm gonna make a movement out of my arrow keys. Arrow keys are on the right side of your keyboard. They're arrows. So I'm gonna use arrows. Yes, I'm gonna type first of all right arrow, deactivate on release. Okay, another one. I want to deactivate when I press the left arrow, and the down arrow, and the up arrow. Okay, done. If I were to press that, you can see that it moves. Of course, there's already arrow controls when you move. Wanna change what kind of task you're viewing, but doesn't matter. And now I'm gonna hook this one up, because to use one of these you need to activate the lock and the coordinates at the same time. So I'm gonna select this one, set the hotkey, create a hotkey. This will be the right, deactivate release, apply. And the same goes for this one. Set the hotkey, create a hotkey, left key, deactivate and release, apply. If I were to press the right, it sets to the right. And if I were to move, you can see I just move through walls. And it's, yeah, the table is a bit bigger, so yeah. If you were to use it just a little bit, you can just move through walls. And as you can see, there's that Wi-Fi signal that you're lagging and stuff. Until it passes, your body is still in that position where you started. For example, if I were to move through this small wall, it disappears a lot quicker. So my body, as you can see, it was there until that signal. Until that signal, I was there. When it's gone, I'm here. So moving through small walls is a lot easier. Of course, you can move through map however you want. You can just, there we go, into flames. And now, of course, yes, there is for the up and down. I'm gonna show you how to make it. It's a bit more difficult, but I'm gonna show you. So I'm gonna control copy. I'm gonna copy and gonna paste it. Okay, can I paste it? No. Okay, so when you copy, select this one so you would paste behind it. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna type it Y plus. This will be a Y plus. This will be Y minus. You know, Y plus up, Y minus down. This game uses coordinates normally. You know how in math some games can switch them up because coders don't know math, or just they felt like it, so no, you know. Okay, we have those. I'm gonna actually right click and change the hotkeys. I'm gonna press this one, edit, clear, and this one will be up, apply, okay. And this one, change the hotkeys. This one, edit, clear, down, apply, okay. Alright, it works as I want. Now we need to write a bit different code for these to work. So I'm gonna explain a bit. Don't press arrow keys if you're gonna go into final write to this address, F6. Now I'm gonna move a bit. I'm gonna stop. Okay, so this one I'm gonna explain. If I were to right click this, browse memory region, there's a bunch of values. I'm gonna right click this actually, anywhere in this number heap. I'm gonna hover over display type and select float. And now it just shows that, oh, this value is very similar to this value. And if I were to move a bit, you can see this value changes, and I might say it changes exactly like this one, which is, of course, it's this value. If I were to move a bit to the side and look a bit to the side, this value, right, this one, is a Y value. And this value is actually up and down value. So I'm gonna right click, add this address to the address list. I'm gonna press Z. This is description. I'm gonna press Z. Type Z. If I were to change it to, for example, 0. Now, for example, let's say you want to see a difference, a 2. Now I was up. Okay, and a 10. I'm up. So you can actually, as I made this for each side, you can actually make this for up and down, but I don't know if it will do anything. Maybe you can hide from someone. I don't know. I'm just gonna show you how to do it. So yeah, and you can see how it's placed. It's placed at this is X, this is Z, this is Y, or maybe it's different. I don't know. It's made of words, so X, Z, Y. Let me show what I'm trying to explain. This is the movement. Now it's paused. I'm gonna press more info. And now I'm gonna press F. In this code, it says move to this value, this value. So this value is moved to this value. And it's XM2. XM2 in here is this. This is the coordinates of an X. This is coordinates of up and down, and these are coordinates of Y and Y. Y minus and 1 plus. This one I don't know, and I won't even check it. So yeah, this uses free coordinate movement, 3-dimensional movement, which is right here. And now in our code, oh, it's closed. Oh. In our code, we only change the first value. So we only change the first value, and we need to change the third value. And for moving up and down, we need to change the second value. But I'm not gonna even do it. You can understand how to do it. So I'm gonna delete this because one float is 4 bytes. I'm gonna type 16. We're gonna add actually for all 4. We're not gonna use all 4, but we're gonna add for all 4. So I'm gonna delete this, so it would be 0. I'm gonna control copy, space control V, space control V, space control V. There. We have made a value for all 4 values. Now if we were to add, it's gonna add 0, so it will affect nothing. It will affect nothing. It won't do nothing. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add only the third one. I'm gonna change to 0.5, and of course I need to change this one. It's not the same command. It's gonna be add PS. Yes. Okay, we're done. If I were to go up, there we go. We're done. We can do the same for this one. I'm just gonna actually open this one. I'm gonna control copy this code. I copy it from this one. Okay. I'll type this to sub, and this one to PS. Okay, we're done. This is movement up and down, left and right, and okay, I'm gonna show you. Control copy, control V. I'm actually gonna make a Z. I'm gonna make a Z actually to show it to you. Delete this one. Another 0.5. This one. Gonna be add. Okay. I'm just gonna change a hotkey real quick into, I don't know. How about, let's say L. Okay, It's gonna be L. And I'm gonna actually add another hotkey. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This one. Good that it was paused. That's a good thing, because if it were scanning, it would break the game. I'm gonna actually add a hotkey over here. Create a hotkey and deactivate and release. L. Whoa, whoa, whoa. L. Okay. Okay. And now if I were to... it's too less. I want to make it into a bit different number. It's gonna be 100. Okay. And now if I were to just L, I'm up in the sky, and you maybe can hide like this from someone. I don't know. I can't hide like this from an AI. Like for example, someone kill. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that's a bad example. Bad example. Okay, okay. Redo. Summon an attack. Whoa, 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 no. Okay. Oh, I was killed. Okay, okay. Anyways, this is how you can move through walls. And this should work on multiplayer, no problem. If you get banned, your problem. So yeah, that is all. Thanks for watching.